Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Max.
Welcome back. If you're
hi.
seen us before, if you haven't and you're new to the channel, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Everyday carry. I quite like these because it's interesting what people carry in their job or their everydays, what they need to carry in the job.
Yeah, I've done one or two, and a few surprises as well.
I'm going away for Christmas this week, and I saw a show the other day. I've been watching. What's the one where he's a sniper?
Is it Chris Kyle?
No,
American?
no. It's like a what's it show? The Day of the Jackal.
Yeah.
On a book.
No, of course.
Yeah.
The one, Eddie Redmayne.
He goes, Eddie Redmayne, and he goes to Riga in Latvia, which is where I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Sort of thing. So I'm thinking, I wonder what he's carrying. I wonder what his everyday carry is. I wonder if I'll have to carry the same.
It's unlikely, I would suggest.
Yeah, I'm taking my wallet, my passport, and some money.
Yeah,
that's all
you need, mate.
Yeah.
$100 US.
100 US. No, I'm going to take euros. This time. I don't need US dollars.
So you can prove who you are and you can get into a bar.
That's
all you need.
Yeah, wallet, passport,
Yep.
cash.
Sorted.
Good stuff.
Anyway, everyday carry with former 22 SAS operator Obi-Wan Nairobi.
That's really
Obi-Wan
cool.
Nairobi. I'm guessing this is the guy who was in Kenya when it kicked off. Was it the shopping mall?
Yeah,
And he was on. Was he on holiday or was he just off duty?
I think he was off duty, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think.
See, I've not heard the
And
story.
he packed his shit up, and I think we did it with Popo Medic.
That's
something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
But let's get into this anyway. This is everyday carry with former 22 SAS operator Obi-Wan Nairobi.
Right.
Christian,
Sean,
we're getting ready to dive into your life. Are you nervous?
a little bit.
A little bit? What are you nervous about?
Not being exciting enough. So I think it might be a boring podcast.
Well, we'll do I'm sure it's not going to be boring.
Nah.
But let's do a warm-up. So everybody wants to know what guys like you are carrying to protect yourself. So as a former SAS operator, give us some insight on what you would carry just every day if you were out in town in, let's say, a semi-permissive environment, on the job, not completely kitted up.
Yeah, this is going into an area that I'm not happy talking about.
Oh man, okay.
So
Tell you what I have for breakfast.
Like to reword this is, what I carry on missions would vary, and it's very it's not prescribed equipment list. So I'm not going to go into it because some people might not want to know what I carry because I do carry some unusual. I used to carry some unusual items, but as a former SAS operator, then there's levels that what I carry, and what I'm allowed to carry. But what I always carry in UK, US is a flashlight. I carry a Surefire stiletto, so a super powerful flashlight that I can use. That's durable. That's not going to fail, and potentially I could use it as a weapon. If I needed to hit someone, to dazzle someone or whatever. That's the bare minimum is I always carry a flashlight. And then in UK, that's kind of the only thing I would carry. In moving to the United States,
Let me ask you this. Let's say you were in Africa working the De Beers contract,
yes, okay,
helping smuggle diamonds.
yeah,
What would you carry on you?
okay.
You don't want to make it high profile.
See what he's done there. That's a good question. That he's turned the question around, saying you're not working for the SAS now.
Yeah.
You're on a drug smuggling gang.
Yeah.
And, sorry, not drug, a diamond smuggling gang.
What would you
jewels.
allegedly take?
What would you take with you if you were done with that?
Yeah,
He's going to
yeah.
take the same shit.
You're not working for the SS anymore now. You know,
You won't be taking just a flashlight on that mission, guaranteed.
Yeah,
Unlikely,
absolutely,
yeah.
So you're not going to be carrying an AR-15 or anything like
Yeah.
that. Let's say it's low profile. You're smuggling diamonds for the De Beers family.
Yeah.
What are you carrying?
I'm carrying, as a minimum, a flashlight, something, again, durable, and a multi-use sort of tool. You can use it as a weapon if you need to. I'm carrying a pocket knife, preferably, and I'm a big fan of out the front automatic knives, and failing that, then a folding knife. And then for a weapon system, I'd carry sort of like a mid-sized handgun. I'm not a big fan of compact guns. Again, there's a time and a place depending on what your profile is and the clothes that you wear. You're going to sometimes may have to. but I'd be carrying like a mid-sized handgun.
How many mags?
I'd carry three magazines in profile, in civilian profile. But one of the things I'd try to carry is one of those magazines would be a 20 rounder.
Okay.
The one that's not on the weapon, because when it's on, it's on. So that was my mindset, or it would be my mindset, is to, I've got whatever, a 17 round magazine, or whatever, and then, so I say 20 round magazine, 26 round magazine.
Gotcha.
And then, so I've got the 17 rounds, but if it goes noisy, then the first tactical change that I would have to do, if it's a good day, some people might say a good day, some people might say a bad day, depends on your point of view. But if you haven't, I would say a good day, and you have to do a tactical mag change because you're blazing, then it's on, and then you put that
Nuts, isn't it?
large magazine on. That's what I would carry. If I
Okay.
could.
Would you carry both magazines with 26 rounds?
It
Both
depends
extras?
if I had the room. Yes.
Where would you put them?
Again, it all comes down to the clothing that I'm wearing. If I can carry them, I would. Mm-hmm. It all goes back to, if all I can carry is a compact firearm with the standard magazines, then that's what I'm going to have to roll with. This is just the ideal scenario.
What about medical?
If I've got the room, then as a minimum a tourniquet, and ideally a tourniquet, a dressing, and an airway.
Communications.
Whatever's going on the day.
Yeah. Phone.
From an experience point of view, as I always whenever I can charge my phone.
It seems to me like he's taking his time, very carefully choosing what he's
He
saying.
is, he's picking what he's
So
saying.
he doesn't allow anything that's a bit confidential. Let's say.
Exactly, yeah. He's definitely picking his words.
Swallowing hard, and he's like thinking a lot.
Yeah.
Which thinking a lot's quite a lot for someone. Probably, if it sounds like he's from Sunderland.
Yeah, I know, he does, doesn't he? Yeah. A bit rude.
I won't tell him that, but you know.
No, and before I think he's trying even harder not to say what type of gun that he likes as well. You know, he's saying a medium size.
Compact.
In his head, he was saying like a Glock or whatever, wasn't he? But he didn't want to, again, put it out there what he actually carried, I think.
Phone, I'll charge it. So if I get home, I'll put my mobile device on charge, because you never know when you're going to have to run out that door. Mm-hmm. And whether it doesn't have to be anything like an international incident. It just could be a family emergency. But you never know when you're going to run out that door, and that mobile phone is your life support link. And if that running out the door is at 8 p.m. in the evening, and you've been using your phone all day, and you've got 13%, then you could find yourself in hot water. So it's a tip for me, is just to charge your phone up.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always carry as part of my everyday carry, didn't mention it, and I just remembered, is a charging device for that reason.
like a portable cell charger,
yeah.
solar.
No, just like a battery pack. So for that situation, if it goes on and on and on, you've got power to your mobile device. The other thing is part of my everyday carry is I wear an automatic watch.
Nice. What kind of piece you got here?
This is a Panerai.
Nice.
But it's the same thing. There's one point in my life, which I think we're talking about, where I had a smartwatch on, and I didn't know how long this incident was going to go on for, and it was going to be unlikely that my battery would run out, but I didn't know, and that was playing on me. It's like this watch. So back to the emergency, when you're running out the door, if you've got a smartwatch on, potentially if this incident is running on and on and on and turns into from minutes to hours to days, who knows where we are in this world, to weeks. You want to watch that's going to keep going, and whether it be bad timing and it's a quartz operation that just runs out. So I always, when I'm working out, I wear a smartwatch, but I always, for day-to-day use, always have an automatic watch for that reason.
Good call. Good call. What model is that?
It's the military.
I love those watches. That's a Panerai? Mm-hmm. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Do you want?
You can just throw me your wrist. It's all good. That is a pretty sick watch. Do they issue that to you? You guys
No,
get cool
no.
stuff?
But he's interesting, like a like-minded individuals. The first time I met DJ Shipley, he's got the same watch, and that was the thing. It was pointed out to us. Goes, hey, you guys are wearing the same watches. And I'm like, oh.
Nice,
So it's
nice.
like,
Well, I love doing this segment. I just like hearing what everybody carries. And I got a friend over at SIG. His name's Jason. And I told him you were coming on, and he was just ecstatic. He wanted me to give this to you, or he wanted me to show this to you.
Right.
So
Is it another gun, mate?
Yeah.
I thought there's something I could.
let me
say.
know what you think of that. That's the latest SIG P365. So you said 20 rounds. I know you said you didn't like the compact stuff or the subcompact stuff, but you can get a full grip on that thing. It's got 17 rounds plus one in the pipe. It's got the
Yeah.
comp on the front. It's got a rail system, the optic, which actually they've upgraded the optic. But what I like is they designed that magazine first for the round capacity, and then
it's-
design the
it's
gun
a-
around
it's
the
a
mag.
lovely. I look forward to running this out and seeing.
Yeah,
seeing
so there's
how-
a
how-
business
how it
card in
runs.
there. And it's got Jason's contact. I know he'd love to hear from you. He might have something for you. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, thank you. And
But last question. What would for somebody who's looking to protect themselves, and since you are from the UK where you can't own a gun,
Yeah.
what would be your biggest piece of advice or your best piece of advice for somebody who cannot carry a firearm
is
to protect themselves?
is to just be aware of your surroundings. So if you haven't got the means to defend yourself, a gun or a knife, is just be aware that there's people out there who may hurt you. So look for the signs, and try and avoid getting into that mix in the first place. Just be aware that someone's always out to get you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And as a side note, it's a good indication of, gun ownership in the United Kingdom wasn't very big. It was a niche like sporting activity, and then they got rid of guns. But it's still a good lesson for people of the United States of America, that remember that any rights that you give up, you're never going to get them back.
I'm glad you just said that. I am very glad you just said that. Unfortunately, I don't think most people understand it, but even though it's right out there in the open, but I appreciate that. Well, Christian, I thank you for giving us some insight into your mindset and what you carry, and let's get into the interview.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. I like the Sean Ryan stuff, and I like the quick sort of like clips like this.
Yeah.
Especially with people like that, the SAS, CIA, operatives like that are really interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, very
'Cause they've got a
much so,
story. I don't know how much they can elaborate on the stories.
That's the problem, is
what
that
they've got.
sometimes, because it's so secretive, they sort of like tend to be a bit reserved, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they don't like to go out there with too many sort of like details. So
Yeah.
it's a difficult one for them to sort of skirting around the issues. But
I was going to say, he's a very nervous guy, isn't he? He's very,
I think
very
he
I
was.
was very
Yeah,
nervous,
yeah.
yeah. It'd be interesting to get someone like Anthony, and what's his last name? Middleton.
Middleton,
Oh,
yeah.
Someone like
Who
Middleton
does
or
wins.
something like that,
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be brilliant.
Because
wouldn't
imagine
it?
he's got someone. What's the other guy called? Foxy.
Foxy on it as
with
well.
him,
Yeah.
They'll be interested because they like to talk,
Yeah.
and they've got some shit stories.
Yeah,
that
they can
like-
articulate quite well,
Middleton
can't they? But
definitely
definitely
likes
Anthony
to talk.
Middleton, I mean,
Yeah,
that'd be
time.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he comes
watching
around
it
here
do
quite regular now at Middleton. Keep your eye out for him.
Really?
You'll see him
Oh,
around
really?
here. Yeah.
I don't think you can miss him how wide he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
big
usually
lad.
with a couple of lads who make him look a little small.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he must be big.
For the posse. Yeah.
I've seen him around here a few times.
But he's so interesting, really is. But
Yeah, but I like this stuff.
yeah, it's good, really good.
Yeah, I wonder what everyone else's everyday carry could be.
It's weird because
Mine's wallet and money.
I was gonna say, if
gotta be on
you
it.
take away
Keys.
gun out of that, gun and knife out of that, that's just a camping trip.
Yeah,
Portable charger,
Flashlight.
yeah, flashlight.
Very portable charger.
That's festival gear. Yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could be in the SAS, mate.
Yeah, I'm not far off.
When you're heading on down
Maybe he
Leeds
is,
Fest.
maybe he is, but we won't know, you see. He's giving it away now.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Weekend SAS.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.